to start with Jordan Rose, who was there in Arizona for the prosecution. There was speculation that some of the jurors and some people might have taken offense to the questions that the defense asked. This woman's only crime is no crime. She dated Travis Alexander. She's not on trial, yet she takes the stand, and suddenly she gets hit with these, well, at the very nicest way of putting it, very rude questions from the defense about whether or not she engaged in this, that, or the other deviant behavior.
I think they were incredibly inappropriate questions, and in fact, they were offensive to the jury. I mean, there was absolutely no reason, and Nurmi had no reason to go there. I think the more important thing today was that Jodi was exposed not just as a liar who lies to other people, but a liar who lied in the last 30 days to this very jury. And I think they think completely differently about someone who has lied to them directly, as she did with this gas can evidence that came into play.
We're going to get to the old gas cans in a second, but I want to talk first about what this defense attorney did to this woman, Deanna Reed, who she dated Travis Alexander. She's not on trial, and yet she takes the stand, and all of a sudden, did you do this X-rated thing? Did he ever want to do this to you that's X-rated? Did he ever want to do this? And I think that could have backfired. I know what he's saying. I know what his point is. But it almost felt accusatory toward this woman. Dana Zwickle, you're there for the defense tonight. What do you say?
You know, listen, it's unfortunate because the longer this trial goes on, the choices that the lawyers are going to make, sometimes they're going to be right, sometimes they're going to be wrong. As defense attorneys, we walk a very fine line on when we question people, how we question them, what we say, what we talk about, what we don't. And he made a decision, and maybe it wasn't a great decision, but you got to live and die by your questions, and he's going to have to recover from them if they were that offensive.
John.
Let's not mince words here. It was deplorable the way that he was going at that witness, running down the litany of all the sexual terms in the trial when it had nothing to do with her. Look, we get it. Travis broke the law of chastity. Well, guess what? Jodi Arias broke the law of murder, and it was absolutely out of bounds, I felt. And I think this witness, this ex-girlfriend, was absolutely fantastic for the prosecution, because she testified not only did Travis never abuse her, he never pushed her for sex, he didn't physically abuse her, sexually abuse her, she didn't know about any porn. It was a slam dunk for the prosecution.
Whoa, wait
and
a
it
second.
made Nurmi look deplorable.
Jane,
they did have sex. She testified that they did have sex with each other.
I said he broke the law of chastity. So what?
They had such a sweet relationship. She's such a sweet relationship.
Listen.
I mean, she said they had fun together. They were just a loving couple, and there was no evidence that this guy did anything wrong. It was an angelic sort of thing. And Jane, there was just so pointless. Those questions. What did he just want to get on TV by saying dirty words?
Yeah.
You know what, Jane? That's listen, it's very simple. Your client is fighting for her life. You're fighting for your client's life right now. We all make decisions as lawyers. And to sit and to second guess and everything like that, I get it. I understand that. But when you're in the thick of it, when you're in the heat of the battle, sometimes things get away from you and sometimes they don't. And maybe in this particular case they did. But this attorney's been doing an excellent job for how long has this trial been going on? So everyone needs to take a step back and recognize that he's fighting for his client right now.
Dana, what did Nurmi accomplish?
Are we saying the same thing about the prosecution when he was making mistakes, when he was attacking people?
These questions just serve to tick the jury off. That's all.